Welcome to another Violet Evergarden review. Today is episode 5. I'm Justin,
What is up? I'm Logan.
and together we're Couch Talk. As always, we are anime viewers only, no source material, and we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. Righty?
Ready.
Yeah, so right after that we get a meeting basically saying how the North is on edge. So it's possible that they might be going back to war.
That would suck.
Well, we have Violet Garden, who clearly wants to go back to the military, having all this progression, and then boom, there's war. She's like, all right, I'm going back. No longer her character anymore. And we
She
lose
would
all that.
she would definitely, without a moment's hesitation, jump back in because she'd be like,
Yeah.
I gotta go find the major.
And then the South, to basically bring down their conflict, they're using a marriage between families, kind of like they
Very,
used to do back in the good old
very
days.
traditional.
Very traditional.
Forced marriages, you know?
But we are fast forward a couple months because Hajin says Violet's been doing this for a few months and is getting pretty good at it.
Right. She's
So
definitely made improvements as we see later on.
yeah, exactly. And one thing is she's almost breaking her habits because when she's going to see the princess, the guard that's escorting her, she went up to salute and then stopped as soon as he turned around. She's like, oh wait, I don't need a salute anymore. Kind of hesitation almost is what it seemed like,
Right.
because she's taken on that doll.
She's becoming the doll and not the machine.
We do get some. I'm gonna say this is straight up bullshit. When she meets the princess, Charlotte, right? Princess is like, "Oh, how old are you?" She's like, "Well, I don't know, but I've been an orphan, but I'm around 14." Bull fucking shit, you're 14. I hate this in anime. It's one of those tropes I don't like, where they give everyone that 14-year-old age.
I do dislike it as well. Because it's just why? I don't understand.
She clearly looks like she's a mature woman, at least in her 20s, right?
Right.
I would have guessed 27 or something. No, or maybe 22, somewhere in that range. Not 14.
Right, especially
She
considering
already
the fact...
looks way, because Charlotte's 14, right?
Right, and she looks more
And they're not
mature
even-
than Charlotte.
By a lot.
And it's kind of annoying because she obviously it was also a military weapon that was perceived as pretty badass, and you're gonna
Yeah,
try
and
and
she was
convince
there-
me she
The
did
war
that.
was what? They said 4 years?
Yeah.
So she started when she was 10 or 9?
It's
Stop.
really? She's killing grown men at the age of 10 as a girl, which is just a huge disadvantage to her. But I don't know. I don't see why. Anime's weird. Japan's weird. They're like, everyone's got to be super young for no reason. It's whatever.
They hit their peak at 14, man.
Finally, you hit your prime at 14, apparently.
It's just like gaming. You hit your prime at 16 and 14, and when you're after that, you're just
The rest
a
of your life
nobody
is
gamer.
just downhill.
But I do like how her and Charlotte are talking, and Charlotte's like, "Stop! You're making me more worried about your future than my own."
Well, I mean, Violet still lacks social skills. It's
Yes.
good to see she's kind of learning how to translate things onto paper, but
Yeah.
when it comes to actual, because even when she's like, "Can you show some emotion?" She's just
Just like,
she's trying to make herself smile. She understands that smiling is emotion, but she's just I don't know how to do it.
she's exactly. She's just slapping her face, trying to figure it out. But exactly, she is good at writing now. The first letter she writes for Charlotte is just really good. Obviously, they go and share it with the public, so it has to be good. 'Cause
Right,
the
it's almost
public
it's
love
almost to the
letters.
point where she has it down as a
Written art, I guess.
Yeah,
I,
well, kind of, but I don't think she actually feels what she writes.
no, I don't.
She's
think
just
she feels it.
okay,
She just kind of she understands the logic almost.
right.
behind
It's
it.
kind of a logical process for her. She's like, okay, they want me to be like this. I understand that some people do this and say things like this in these situations. She doesn't actually, she can't relate to it, or she can't
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
which is weird because like on
Because like
paper,
even
you
Charlotte says something about love, and she's like, she's still, she's like, even if I do or don't understand it, I
right,
was like, I'll still get this done.
exactly. Because on paper, she's like, oh, this person's very emotional, but like when you meet her, it's like she's literally a robot.
Yes, and of course, Charlotte's going through struggles because, first of all, because she's a princess, her life's basically not hers. It's when she was at 10, they were already getting her set up for all these marriages, and it's like
Right.
that would just kind of like suck to be in that position, but that's just how it was. Like
Yeah,
if you have
it's like a double. It's like what cool. I'm royalty, but my parents literally dictate my life forever. So,
exact,
and I'm gonna do the
um,
same.
at least I guess out of all the people she did meet, one that had that didn't, I guess also kind of treat his royalty as meaningful as others she did. He
Right.
looked down on her as just a marriage tool, basically.
Right. But can I just say it's weird how they're 10 years apart?
Yeah, but I it's not that I don't find 10 years apart. It's weird when it's
Right.
14 and
I
24.
they're at their given ages. It's weird. Like if
Yeah,
she
but
was like 18, 19, and he was 10 years, that's acceptable. But of course, that's just a Japan thing.
well, it's not even just a Japan thing when it
Well,
comes
I
to
mean, in medieval
monarchies.
times, it was. I guess that's what it's relating to. Like that, it was similar to that in medieval times as
Yeah, because
well.
obviously we haven't had like monarchies in a long ass time. So,
Yes, we have progressed. I would say.
but yeah. So obviously the best way for them to actually share their feelings was not through ghostwriters. So Violet came up with the, hey, let's make them handwrite it. Good thing Katya happened to be the writer for
Right.
Damien as
It
well.
was pretty funny that both of them are ghostwriting towards each other, pretty much.
Yeah, because like Violet told her, it's like, oh, I understand the other ghostwriter. I like understand that person and everything. Like that's who I'm basically writing with. Oh, it's because it's Katya. Like that's why you understand.
Yeah,
You've been working with her for multiple months.
but we did see Violet actually kind of go out of her way.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
like, so that you can tell she has some feelings. Like that's a bit of sympathy. Like she's like, I want you to stop crying. So I'm gonna go. I mean, pretty much meet with my boss, and we're just gonna say, hey, let's let them actually write letters towards each other, so it's more
Which ended up
personable.
being much better. That's one thing I do like. No matter what characters they kind of bring in, they do a good job of making you like feel for those characters and like sympathizing with their positions and stuff. Um, I did like the handwritten letters part.
Yeah.
They're just getting their true connection out there. And they're gonna get married. Yay!
Yay! they're,
And
they're getting married.
yay, Prince Damien and Princess
Charlotte.
um Charlotte. But the ending is where we get like the conflict rises up.
Right. Also, one quick thing. We saw Violet smile. I think for the first time. Because even what's her name? Claudia. I always forget.
Katya.
Yeah. Even she was like surprised. She's like, oh, or at least we saw her showing emotion for more than like
Yeah,
a
exactly.
second. Which it's like, oh, maybe she is actually learning emotions.
Yeah, we do get a good amount of progress here. And then it's this naval captain guy. He
He's pretty upset.
is very pissed. Apparently, he doesn't think you can change careers when a war ends.
For real.
Uh,
I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Someone slaughters your friends and comrades, and now they're suddenly a emotional writer.
yeah, like I don't know if he was. I couldn't tell if he was like I don't know from the other side of the war or not.
I think he was, because he said you killed so many of my men.
Yeah, or that, or she tripped out on a middle of a mission and slaughtered all her teammates. But um, he is upset that she's bringing people together now after she spent so long taking people away from other people. But I feel like that's like a redemption factor for some people.
Right,
It's
especially since how we don't know how long that incident was,
like
but
obviously
it's
she's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not like she's doing it as a redemption thing, but you could look at it from a different perspective as a redemption thing. Like, hey, if I killed all these people and took them away from their families, maybe I can get people together and bring their families together. Like, but he's just pissed because he lost all his people. It looked like probably at the start of the war is what it looked like because she was like in that white dress and
right.
very young looking, which is
Apparently, she
we
was like
already went over
10.
that bullshit.
Apparently, a 10-year-old with a tiny dagger killed a crew of men. But all right,
She was a weapon. Literally, she was trained to be a super assassin.
true. But I mean, people in the military
Maybe.
are
I don't
also
know.
trained to at least
I,
fight somewhat.
I don't know. Maybe we're definitely getting more of her past, all right, in this next episode, for sure, with her and the naval captain.
Right.
Maybe he even mentioned something about the major
I
being dead.
guarantee you, says some stuff that it might actually piss her off. Like we might see her get pissed or something. Because I feel like she would not accept anyone shit talking the major.
Exactly. And I have a feeling the next episode's where we're going to get the major dropped being dead. Just because this guy seems like he'd do it.
Probably. He'd probably be like, that major's not around anymore to keep you in line or something.
Maybe. But I am excited for the next episode because of this
So
new
am
conflict
I.
that shows up.
But that's
And
that's the episode.
they did the ending theme song over scenes, so we got full time and the ending song.
Yeah, they
It's
did, and
perfect. It's what we like.
they didn't even have an opening either. They went back to a full 24 minutes. Here you go. Or
That's we
22
don't need them
minutes.
every damn episode. So this is fantastic. I love it. We're gonna jump into the scores. I'm giving it an 8.5. I think is where I'm sitting at. First of all, I love this episode. I just love how they can make you sympathize and empathetic for every character and just bring out the emotions in them and make you actually care for them. Again, seeing Violet smile is fantastic, and seeing this progression uh, it's just huge to her character, and I truly enjoy every moment of this show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with an 8. I do like the progression. I really like how Violet is slowly starting to become more of a human, I guess. I just want more. Like, I'm just like, give me a bit more. Just give me a bit more. Just like, give me some more Violet. Just, I want her that. I still want that breakthrough. Like, come on, just give it to me. I want it. But I mean, it's always beautiful. It always looks good. It always sounds good. That always just keeps it up there by itself. The characters always have like emotional troubles that basically serve as a lesson to Violet, which I like.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's enjoyable, and I'm excited.
Remove the bullshit about being 14,
Yeah,
because
that kind of irks me quite more than probably it should. It's just like, why not just bump her to like 20?
at least I
Yeah,
think at the minimum, like
but you know,
we don't need another show where some 9-year-old girls is killing everybody, but that's how it is. That's how it be. So that's it. That does
that's
it.
it. Except it's spiel time.
As always, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, what you did, didn't like. Maybe there's something we missed you want to point out. Just know, confirming, denying theories, or spoilers. We are anime viewers only, no source material. So until next time, peace out.
See ya.